Hi, my name is Katrina. I was asked today to talk about memory. So I'm a caregiver, my dad's sole caregiver, and my dad has dementia. There are tons of books out there that talk about dementia and how to improve memory, and I wanted to share what actually have worked. I also have a book called Nature's Alchemy, Source Guide to Crystals and Herbs, and on page 77, there's a list of crystals and herbs that have helped, but I also wanted to talk about the ones that I use on a daily basis because it also has to be practical for me, practical for what herbs and foods are close to me, right? So there's tons of options, but I wanted to share what I tend to do. So first of all, anti-inflammatories are really important. So inflammation, there's studies out there that say because of the inflammation, it causes the brain not to work as well. And so one is curcumin, which is in turmeric. So turmeric is a great anti-inflammatory. Another one is in the evening time, I have tea with my dad, and that could be lemon balm tea, hibiscus tea, mint tea, because those are anti-inflammatory. Also, to help him go to sleep, I'll also give him, lemon balm because of the anxiety, and I'll mix it with chamomile tea to calm him down, to soothe him. And omega-3 fats, I've noticed really help. I give him seaweed salad for lunch, seaweed salad for dinner. How much? About a couple tablespoons full. I give him that, and sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is great because it's a natural probiotic for the stomach, and there's definitely a connection with the stomach to the brain. And I've noticed that when I don't give him his seaweed salad and his sauerkraut, there's big changes in his memory and how he acts. Another thing fats. Good fats is good. It shows that there's a decrease of risk of Alzheimer's, helps the memory. And so for example, avocados are really good fats. And then other things that support brain function, avocado, chia seeds are really good, and quinoa, I'll put quinoa in a crock pot with tomato paste and spinach, and then I'll serve that to him. And chia seeds, I will put it in a smoothie. I give him anti-inflammatory fruits, lots of blueberries, strawberries, coconut water or coconut milk, and I'll put chia seeds in there. And that's a way that I can give him his anti-inflammatories and give him water, because they have to stay hydrated. Because a lot of times if somebody doesn't have water, because our body is 60-70% water, and if we don't stay hydrated, our cognition starts to go. And in the hospitals, it's something called BUN, which measures how much water we have, our water intake. And when it's low, they've noticed there's a significant correlation with not having enough water and the cognition. So those are really important. Also, diffusing essential oils. I personally chose Young Living. I've done some research. I have seen Young Living in a court case with another company, and Young Living won because Young Living was found to have a purer product as opposed to the other company. They had over 20 of their oils come back synthetic. So for me, I'm using it as medicine for my dad, therapeutic purposes for my dad, so I wanted the best essential oils out there that didn't have anything extra. It was just the pure essential oil. So one I use is frankincense. So my dad has dementia, so the frankincense really helps with depression and keeping him calmer. So that's really helps. So that'll even, somebody with memory issues, they might get depressed because they realize that they're not remembering things that they used to remember. And another thing is basil. Basil helps with the anxiety. So someone with dementia, somebody with memory issues, again, has that anxiety, that anxiousness from not remembering. So diffusing basil really calms them down. And just overall memory, rosemary. So when my dad and I go out for walks, I take a little bit of rosemary, that we have roseberry bushes as we walk, and I take a little piece, I have him crush it, or I'll crush it in my hand, and I'll have him smell it. And also diffusing rosemary essential oil that I'll diffuse in the room, so he pretty much smells that all day long. And then cedarwood. Cedarwood just helps with that brain fog, that fogginess, and he's a little bit more clear when I diffuse the cedarwood. So I'll diffuse all of them together, you know, the frankincense, the basil, the rosemary, and the cedarwood, and I'll diffuse them together. So hope that information helps. You'll also find me on YouTube, Restore Your Center, and Instagram, restore_your_center. And check out my book on Amazon, Nature's Alchemy, Source Guide to Crystals and Herbs, under Katrina Dahl, Dahl, and there's tons more information about everything, inflammation, you know, if you've got issues with high blood pressure, low blood pressure, high sugar, low sugar, you know, it'll talk about all of that stuff in Nature's Alchemy, found on Amazon. So hope that helped, and have a good day. Bye.